Have you ever come across a challenge like this? If 3 markers are sold for 27 naira, what will be the cost of 5 markers? Welcome to Math O'Clock with Mr. Paul, where we make mathematical concepts simple, fun, and easy to understand. Join me, let's dive in as we solve this. Number 1, it says find the cost of 5 markers if 3 markers are sold for 27 naira. It's as easy as ABCD, or as easy as 1, 2, 3. How do we go about solving it? Join me. It's to find the cost of 5 markers. All you just need to do is look at what you are given. In that questions, what are the things we have? We have markers, and then we also have the cost of the marker. So basically, we are looking at 2 parameters, isn't it? We'll be comparing 2 things, which is marker and cost. So just use M to represent marker and C to represent cost, or possibly naira, whichever one. So we have M as our marker and C, of course, in naira as our cost. Find the cost of 5 markers, meaning we are looking at cost here. Find the cost, meaning it is not there. That automatically is the main question you are asked. Find the cost. Since we don't have the cost, we have a question mark. Find the cost of what? 5 markers. So you come directly under markers and then write your 5. That's the first information given. For every direct proportion question, the solution is there in the question. Just look around. You see the solution there. Now let's go. We say find the cost of 5 markers. We've expressed that. The cost of 5 markers. It now went further to say if 3 markers, where should that 3 be? Under markers. So we have 3 markers are sold for 27 naira. That's cost again. So we are going to place that under cost, which is 27. Once you do this, come on, you are 50% done. What's the next step to do? Just make this over here, this division sign here, and then this division sign here. And then you put your equal to, that is to say, 5 over 3 is equal to question mark over 27. Remember, our question mark represents what? The costs of 5 markers. Okay, so we can, if we like, we can just change this question mark to X, okay, to make it look a bit more like algebraic expression. Okay, so in that case, this is going to be 5 over 3 is equal to X over 27. Now you go ahead and solve. All you just need to do is to cross multiply. This X is going to multiply 3 and this 5 is going to multiply 7. You cross multiply and your job is 75% done. So let's cross multiply. So this is going to be X times 3 is equal to 5 times 27. Beautiful, you are following. Now, let's look at this. I have X times 3. X times 3 is going to give us 3X, which is equal to 5 times 27. But then what I'm looking for is the value of X, not 3X, because this X represents the cost of 5 markers. So what I'm looking for is the value of X, not 3X. Therefore, I'm going to divide both sides by this 3. This 3 is called the coefficient of X. Any number that is attaching itself to that value you are looking for, but it is not that value. It's called a coefficient. Once it is attaching itself to the algebraic term or to the variable, it's called a coefficient. In this case, the guy that is attaching himself or itself to the x is 3. So 3 is our coefficient. Therefore, we are dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which happens to be 3. So let's go ahead, divide here by 3, divide here as well by 3. This 3 is going to cancel out this 3. What are we going to have left? Just x. You see, x is now free. The guy that was disturbing it before, making it not to be free, has been taken out. So x is now free. Therefore, we are going to have equal to, then let's come to this other side and see what's going to happen here. So we are going to divide as well. 3 here will be 1. 3 in 27 is going to give us 9. Beautiful. So what do we have left? We are left with 5 times 9. Therefore, our x is equal to 5 times 9 is 45 naira, because x is the cost of those 5 markers. As simple as that. All you just need to arrange them, cross multiply, and then you're 75% done. If there's any division that needs to be done, you go ahead and do the division and your job is done. So the cost of 5 markers is 45 naira. Isn't that simple? Let's look at another example here. We say, or we have 4 bags of rice weigh 32.8 kg. How many bags of rice? 4. 4 bags of rice weighs 32.8 kg. What is the total weight of 9 bags of rice? As simple as that. We'll just do the same thing we did with the other ones. What are the quantities we are looking at here? We are looking at bags of rice, and then we are also looking at weight. So what are we going to use to represent them? You tell me. I'm listening. Oh, we should use R for rice. How about for weight? kg. Wow, that's cool, that's smart. So let's go. We have R for our rice, and then we have kg for the weight of the rice. Now let's go. It says 4 bags of rice. 4 bags of rice. So on the rice, we are going to have 4 weighs 32.8 kg. So we'll have 32.8 under kg, which is the weight, isn't it? And now, so what is the total weight of 9 bags? So where will 9 be? Beautiful, under the rice. You're following. So we have 9. What will be the total weight of 9 bags of rice? That we don't know. We can represent it with a question mark, or we can just go ahead and use a letter so we don't have to change. So what letter are we going to use? M. Beautiful. So we have M. What's the next step? Divided equal to. This is a statement which says 4 bags of rice is equal to 32.8 kg. 9 bags of rice is equal to M. So by the time we are done solving for the value of M, that would be the cost or the weight of 9 bags of rice. So let's dive in as we solve. What's the next step we do? Remember? We cross multiply. Beautiful, you are following. You cross multiply. That's to say 4 is going to multiply M, and then 9 is going to multiply 32.8. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. So we have 4 times M is equal to 32.8 times 9. Beautiful. 4 times M is going to give us 4M. Another guy attaching itself to the M. That guy is 4. And remember, what did we say 4 is called? Beautiful, the coefficient. So we now have here 32.8 times 9. But because we don't need that guy that was attaching itself to 4, we just need that is attaching itself to M rather. We just need the M to stand alone. So we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient of m, which happens to be 4. That guy that is attaching itself. So let's divide both sides. Divide here by 4 and divide this by 4 as well. So this 4 is going to cancel out this 4, and we have our m free at last. No one is disturbing him. We have our m free, and then we are going to divide this other side as well. Okay, so what's going to be happening here? 4 here is going to give us 1. How many 4s do we have in 32? Oh, that's 8. Of course, this is a decimal point. Bring the decimal point here. How many 4s do we have in 8? That is 2. Our job is done. The 4 cannot divide 9. So what we have left is 8.2 times 9. Let me say this is should it be 80 or 90? This is 91% done. We are 91% done. So let's go ahead and then multiply 8.2 times 9. Remember our multiplication of decimals. If you don't remember, hello, go back. I've done that. Come on, go and look at that. Okay, we've done multiplication of decimal. You multiply them as though they are whole numbers. So let's go ahead. This is going to be 8.2 times 9. 9 times 2 is going to give us 18. Beautiful. We write down our 8 and bring forward 1. Then 9 times 8 is going to give us 72. Plus that one we have what? 73. So you have 3 and 7. But that's not the end of it all. You look at the digits after the decimal point in the questions or in the task you just performed. Like in this case, we had 8.2 times 9. So in 8.2, we have a number here which is at the fractional part. Okay, and then in 9 we don't have any, so we just have one digit at the fractional part. So in your answer, you're also going to have one digit at the fractional part. That's where you are going to place your decimal point. This automatically means that the value of m is equal to 73.8 kg. Quite easily done. Just like the question said, it says 4 bags of rice weighs 32.8 kg. What is the total weight of 9 bags of rice? So it simply means 9 bags of rice is going to weigh 73.8 kg. Ta-da! As simple as that. Okay, let me leave a task for you to solve. Just one. It says find the cost of, what are we going to use? 7 mangoes. Okay, find the cost of 7 mangoes if 12 mangoes is sold at 16 naira. I'll be waiting for you. Please write, solve it, and then put your answer in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe so you see wonderful contents like what we've just done and more. There's more in store for you, but you need to subscribe so that you keep seeing each of those wonderful contents as we'll be dishing them out, just to make math simple, fun, and easy for you. Hello, it's Math O'Clock again with Mr. Paul. Don't forget, I'll be waiting to see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.